Last year I made a video about how I make my videos, and well, in that video I actually kind of left out some of the stuff that I wanted to talk about how I make these videos. And well, I've actually upgraded quite a bit of stuff since the last time I made one of these videos. So in today's video, let me show you how I make my YouTube videos. Now for my main camera, I use a Sony ZV-1F. Now if I want to use a different camera, I have a Samsung Galaxy S23 FE, and the cameras on these are actually pretty good. Now this is a contrast from last year where I had a Samsung Galaxy A52 5G, which the cameras on these were kind of poo-poo fart, whereas the cameras on these are a lot better. Obviously, I upgraded to this Sony camera, and well, I kind of use this as my main camera. But because I use this as my main camera, I don't need a webcam anymore. So I don't really use this webcam anymore. I will maybe use it if I need a shot every once in a while there, but I don't really use it. Now sometimes I do want to get like action shots and stuff, and for that I have a GoPro right here, which I don't use that much, but when I do, it comes in handy, so yeah. Now if I was gonna recommend you anything on your YouTube journey, I don't recommend getting any cameras that I have right now. Most likely, most of you are watching this on a smartphone, and those smartphone cameras will be just fine for what you're doing. You aren't gonna need to use a Sony camera like I am right here, and well, I'm not making any money off of this channel, and well, I kind of just bought the Sony camera because, well, I just wanted a camera in general. For the average person, buying a camera like this is not a smart idea. Just use the cameras on your phone. Now, if you do want to get action shot, you can get a GoPro, but that's up to you, honestly, and I honestly don't use it that much. Now, going off the topic of cameras, here we have computer. Look at how nice it is. Ooh. Now this computer that I have is actually pretty high end. I have a Ryzen 5 5600 and an RTX 47, and I also have 32 gigs of RAM. Now the people who know computers, that's a pretty decent computer. And honestly, I don't think I'm gonna upgrade this computer for a while. I might upgrade the motherboard because sometimes all my USB just dies randomly. Stupid motherboard. Anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah, that's my computer. I also don't recommend getting a computer as crazy like this unless you like to game, so. My editing software of choice is actually Premiere Pro. Now to a beginner, I would not recommend Premiere Pro. Premiere Pro has a pretty high learning curve for you need to be able to do this. So honestly, I wouldn't recommend Premiere Pro, but that's up to you and your personal preference. You can always just try it out with a free trial, or you can even try it out with your schoolmate because your school might have accounts for that as well. Now, when I want to edit on my phone, which is very rarely, I do use PowerDirector Mobile. If you're a beginner YouTuber, I would use something like PowerDirector because PowerDirector is a lot more simple to use and the UI is a little bit nicer, and it also doesn't have 20 jillion ads crammed into it. CapCut. Now with that, you're thinking, oh Nathaniel, you must use Adobe Photoshop to make your thumbnails or something like that. No, I make my thumbnails using a website you can go to right now, Befunky. Yeah, I use Befunky to make my thumbnails. I don't know, it's just simple and I figured out how to make them for free like that. Now I have been wanting to try to get into using Photoshop, but honestly, I just can't be bothered right now. And especially for the month where I'm uploading every single day, maybe that's not the best idea to try to switch making thumbnails. I just need to make them quickly as possible. So something like that right now is probably not a good idea. If you want to know more about my setup, like for example, the headphones I use or my mic or my keyboard, you can check out the setup tour that's right here, and you can go click on that video, and that video will bring you to my setup tour and kind of just talk about what my setup is. Anyway, that's the end of today's video there, so I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!